What's going on, everybody? Well, once again, today's a no fishing day. The water is still pretty dingy, still pretty damn muddy. I do not have the baits to use for bass, for waters that are dingy, muddy. But, yeah, right now I'm just hanging around my front yard. About to take me a little walk around the neighborhood. You know, I can't sit at home on my butt all day. But any which way, like I said, I won't be going down to the cove. Just gonna walk up and down my neighborhood a couple times. Getting ready to watch some college baseball. Cause today is the regional tournaments. They start today. Georgia Tech takes on the University of Illinois Chicago at noon in the Atlanta regional. Then at 5, weather permitting, they're calling for rain possibly around Georgia again. And possibly all weekend. That sucks. But Oklahoma takes on the Citadel. And if Georgia Tech, if they were to advance to the Super Regional, they will take on the winner of the Lawrenceville Regional. Which is basically, which is the regional being hosted by the University of Kansas, the Jayhawks. And there's other regionals happening today too. You got Tuscaloosa Regional. You have the Tallahassee Regional. Now the winner of the Tallahassee Regional faces the winner of the Tuscaloosa Regional. Then, of course, you got the Eugene, Oregon Regional, the Oregon Ducks. Let's see now. Damn, I was on my Disney app earlier with the ESPN. I think Tennessee plays Boston College today. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of good games today. As the tournaments start from now until June 1st, unless necessary. But yeah, I mean, the tournament is for those who never watched college baseball, whoever has never watched the regional tournaments, each regional has 4 teams. And you got your 2 teams that are playing today. The winner advances to the next round tomorrow or Saturday. Oh, tomorrow is Saturday. Well, they go to the next round. While the two that did not win will go down to the elimination bracket. Whoever wins the elimination bracket goes off to another round, and one team's season is over. It's a double elimination. You lose 2 games in the regional playoffs, your team is gone. I mean, like I said, it's a 3 to 4 day tournament. And then if you win the regional tournament, you go to the super regional. And then once all 16 teams, it's going to go from 64 teams to 16 teams down to 8. So yeah, if you win the regional, go to super regional, where you got to win 2 out of 3. Then, if you win the super regional, you advance to the College World Series in Omaha, Nebraska. And the regionals, now that right there, the regionals all the way to the World Series, it is a grueling tournament. And, oh yeah, I'm like, what the hell is that smell? And I forgot about the dead deer over here. I mean, how the hell did I forget about the dead deer? Wow, talk about a deep moment. But anyway, to win, I said the regional, the super regional to the World Series, that is a test of endurance. And of course, the College World Series in baseball is the same as the regionals. If you lose 2 games, gone. And let's see, the last time Georgia Tech went to the Super Regionals, like I said, it was 2008. They lost to Georgia in the Super. Now, I forgot who the Athens Regional will have to face for whoever wins the Athens Regional. I don't know. I forgot who will. But Georgia Tech, they are favored to go to Omaha. But being favored, that don't mean jack shit. As a diehard Georgia Tech fan, okay, they've only lost 10 games all year. Or not 10, they've only lost 9 games. That don't mean shit. '94, Georgia Tech won 50 games, and they were 50-17, and they went to the championship, and guess what? They lost to a team that's actually in their regional right now, Oklahoma. And this was back when they were in the, and yeah, I think this is back when Oklahoma was in the Big 12. So yeah, this was 94. I was 10 years old. And the last time Georgia Tech went to the College World Series was 2006. That was 20 years ago. I mean, the former manager, Danny Hall, he took Georgia Tech to the World Series. Him and his players went to the World Series 3 times. 94, 2002, 2006. All 3 appearances, no world title. No world title at all. But yeah. Sorry folks, I'm being interrupted for a second. Wife had to tell me that one of the cats outside got a bird, and oh yeah. Yep, got a cardinal. Well, when it comes to feeding time, that one won't be eaten. But any which way, but like I said, you know, Georgia Tech could have the best record in the world, but that don't mean they'll go to Omaha. But yeah, I mean, I was watching somebody. It was on a Facebook reel, and besides Georgia Tech, she predicted Florida State to go, but she predicts Georgia Tech, Florida State to go to Omaha. But she's also predicting Georgia, Texas A&M. So yeah, she was actually predicting more SEC teams to go to the, which I mean, there's 9. There are 9 Atlantic Coast Conference schools in the regional. There's 12 in the SEC. Oh, and I think she also predicted the Tar Heels to go. And unless on the day of the if Georgia Tech faces NC, unless Georgia Tech has that same outcome with the Sunday starter, the Georgia Tech Sunday starter versus the North Carolina Sunday starter, they probably may not beat NC on that one. But I don't know. But and like I said though, even though like I said, it's not raining yet, but it's gonna rain all weekend. Which honestly is a freaking shame right now, because the water is slowly starting to clear up. You got about 2.5, 3 feet. You can see the bottom as you walk. If you were to walk into the water, you can see the bottom for 3 feet. After that, still can't see nothing because it's so damn muddy. And it's all, and there's all kinds of debris in the water. Well, for those who saw the video, you guys saw how dingy the water is. It's not pretty. Like I said, it could be possibly late next week. I mean, it could be a week and a half. I don't know. I mean, but in order for that to happen, we got to have at least a week of no rain. We cannot have constant rain, because the more rain, the more dingy and muddy that water stays. And then now, and with that being said, I had to do some Googling on what to use for that, because the day when I was trying to catch a catfish when that water was so dingy, the bass were popping up from the top, poking out from, jumping. And it said the best thing to do is to use like a whopper plopper top water. You reel it in, and it makes all that racket and attracts the bass to strike. Or the buzzbait spinnerbaits. Now, I was at Walmart earlier with my wife, and I was looking around at some of the stuff. And I saw some topwater baits that do that. Not a bad price, about $6-7. I was like, well, shit. Now, what's funny is I actually did. I mean, I do have money to get that bait, but I just chose not to do it. Because Lord knows, if I went down there and tried using the topwater, buzz bait, I'll never want to leave the damn lake. I want to stay there until something hits it. And now I'm going to do something weird here. But before I talk about that, for those who see some of my older videos up until the recent videos, if you enjoy the content that I do, if you enjoy watching me either try to catch a fish or enjoy me catching a fish, whether it's a bass, whether it's a catfish, or even like when I caught that small striped hybrid, to even that red-finned perch. If you enjoy watching my videos, hit that like and subscribe to my channel. And hit that share button if you know somebody that might enjoy my videos. Be greatly appreciative. But I'm thinking about anybody that's from my area. you know, whether you're a subscriber or not. If you ever want to like join me for a fishing trip, hey, just hit me up on the comments and let me know on what day you might be able to do it, and you'll be able to do a you know, and be able to be with me, you know, doing a video. You know, be a part of my, you know, in a way, being a little bit, you know, for, you know, to be a little bit part of my channel, and you know, I mean, I could be doing a challenge, and not like a who can catch the most. It's more of a like what I do with the bait challenge. Whether it be a minnow versus nightcrawler versus dough bait, minnow versus dough bait. You know, something like that. You know, just, you know, have fun, get to chill. And just be, you know, and just be out enjoying the day at the lake. Well, I'm about to get ready to jump off here, get ready for the Georgia Tech versus University of Illinois Chicago. But don't forget, folks, hit that like, subscribe to Jason Fishing Videos, hit that share button. And until I can go to the lake and stop doing these kind of videos right now, peace out, everybody.